Look, I just got off of work, had a lot of big ass meetings going on. Look, you can even see, look, I got the tie. The tie is still here. Look, I'll show you what's going on. I came out here as quickly as I could. It's been a long day, people, but as always, guess what? I'm delivering content to you guys. Even though it's been a long ass day. What up, Nedley Mandingo? Hey, you know what? Well, I'll wait for a little bit right now, but I want to welcome everybody. I want to welcome everybody that's joining me. I've been getting a lot of new people as of late that have been joining the Tuddle Daily podcast. I want to thank everybody that's been joining me. Debo, what up, Debo? Got 4 people in here right now. And if you're just joining the live stream, if you get a chance, please do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a liking. That does help me quite a bit when it comes to getting more people, hitting the algorithms and all that stuff. Well, I mean, Iggy T, I had a lot of big business meetings when it came to the Tuddle Daily podcast. And I wanted to look nice, and I was rushing home. What up, Brian? How are you, buddy? But I had a lot, I'm trying to take this content that I'm putting out on a global level. No, you know what? Seriously, I would like to hear from you. I know the hair is getting a little bit out of control. I mean, the back, here, look at the back. The back is getting a little out of control as well, too. I wouldn't say fly. Anyways, the hair is getting out of control. Do you guys think that I should get it cut? I'm not trying to be one of those, like, goofy morning zoo people that's asking for a poll. I want a poll right now. We got a poll right now at Tuddle.net. Go to Tuddle.net. We want to get your... Yeah, good one, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate that one. What up, Fish on Jay? Jason Martin? Anyway, but what I'm trying to say, hey, Tuds and Vulture, didn't mean to start heat. No, you guys, no, you didn't start it. Look, I love heat. But do you think I should get the haircut? It's been a while. I don't know, like, if I should get it cut because when it gets out of this, gets to this length, it starts getting wavy, curly. It's very, very hard to keep up with it. So, I don't know. Like, this isn't the longest. I've had it past my shoulders as the longest. My last driver's license picture that I got. Not the last one, but the one before that. I looked like a white trash, methed out Jesus because it was the skinniest that I ever was. Yeah, I probably will clean it up a little bit. I mean, when I was living with Colton, I used to go to various trap houses and get my hair cut. I know I don't look like Tucker today. I'm going to have to do one now. Like, I'm going to have to do a pose down. I really, really am. Yeah, my hair was really, really long in that video. It was definitely below. But Jason, I mean, your hair was really, really long, but I did have really, really long hair. Like, it was way longer than that. So but like I said, I was getting the let it go like Lummy. I saw Lummy today get that his beard dyed. I would like to see how it came out. By the way, if you're joining me right now, don't forget I am monetized. If you guys would like to throw a buck my way, if you think that I'm doing great, I cannot grow a beard. It grows. Look, the only time I look good with facial hair is like when it comes out with, and it's just stubble. When it gets long, I look like a teenager that hadn't hit puberty yet. and he thought it would be a good idea to shave the pubes off of his crotch and attach it to his face. But instead of like hitting every little spot, you only did it in patches. That is how my beard comes in. Now, my dad had one of the most magnificent mustaches of all time. Nelly Mandingo coming in with $5. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, my dad had on par with Sam Elliott. It was magnificent. It was magnificent. And I tried to grow a mustache. And I mean, I cannot get through that phase where it's pencil thin. Do you guys remember where Bubba made me and Trace not shave? They wanted us to like not shave our mustaches. And I let mine grow. I did not cut mine. And my mustache, I feel so uncomfortable when I go through that pedophile phase. Like, when I get a mustache like that, when I walk around, I'm thinking, all right, Chris Hansen's going to jump out at any minute, and he's going to be like, oh, what are you doing here, Mr. Tuddle? What about these texts? I didn't text that. My pedophile mustache did. That's exactly what it would be like. I'd be like, look, man, it's... I got to tell you, that is a hell of a horror flick. You remember how that guy got that transplanted hand? He had his hand lost in an accident, and he got it cut off. And the hand was the hand of a murderer, and it caused him to, like, kill people. Could you imagine, like, if the mustache, it's like a pedophile mustache, and the pedophile mustache makes you go out there, you get on To Catch a Predator, you are just, like, going to playgrounds, you got signs in front of your front yard, it says, do not get candy from this dude. But what if the mustache, you can't help yourself? Like, you are not a pedophile yourself, but for some reason, like, your mustache got possessed by a pedophile demon, and it caused you to, act out. And you felt bad about it because you hate pedophiles. You hate pedophiles to death, but you can't help it because you got this pedophile mustache that is giving you impure thoughts that is going to get you killed because you're a sicko, because you like kids, all because of your pedophile mustache. All right, I'm getting out of this one. This YouTube live stream could be used to put me back in a mental institution. I talked about this on the podcast this week, and it was about the truck. Where are you working at now, Tuddle? Debo, I'm making enough money doing this. I do some part-time work. I got the fish hustle still going on. So yeah, I'm doing fine just right now, and I'm working on it. I am working on it to be able to get on a terrestrial radio station. A lot of these people, why am I using my hands like Barack Obama or any other politicians? Yeah, we got to go get some fish. Fish on J. Fish on J. We should actually try to get our commercial license so we could go out there. But but what I'm trying to say though is that I am just doing what I got to do to make ends meet. I didn't mean to go off on that. And you know what's kind of funny is that I think that's a stupid ass idea about the pedophile mustache making regular men be sickos. Yeah, I think it's stupid. I'm sure you guys all think it's stupid, but guess what's going to end up happening? What's going to end up happening is some movie producer intern that somehow stumbled across my live stream and all that stuff. They're going to be like, holy crap, this is a great idea. I'm going to write a screenplay for it. And he writes it. It becomes the, what's his face? I forget it. The black guy that's making all the horror flicks. He's going to end up buying it. He's going to end up buying it, and he's going to make millions and millions of dollars off of it. So yeah, that would be another thing. I mean, Brian brought up ceiling fans. If there's a movie that comes out where there's a normal guy that grows, for some reason, by accident, grows a pedophile mustache, and that pedophile mustache makes him have impure thoughts, and that becomes a big blockbuster, yeah, I'm going to go to the ceiling fan again. I just might do it because I've been busting my ass, and if it's something random that I came up with off the top of my head that makes a bunch of money that I didn't even try to even think of, it was just diarrhea of the mouth. Just diarrhea of the mouth, and somebody's going to make $1 million off of it? Yes, boom. Now I would be like, all right, I understand why Kurt Cobain did what he did. All right, so I'm going to move on. Back to these monkeys. These medical monkeys. There was a truck driving accident. Pedophile mustaches. But there, all right, Fish on J. Fish on J, if you're here, I would like to see your thoughts on this and get your opinion if you heard about this. There was this medical truck, and Jay, you actually carry and haul medical stuff. This guy was carrying about 100 monkeys, and quite a few of them got out during an accident. And what ended up happening was 4 of them. These monkeys were all medical lab test monkeys. And now there's been a couple of reports of citizens in the Pennsylvania area that these monkeys had coughed, sneezed, or even scratched or bit. They all now have bad colds with pink eye on top of it and bumps around their lips. So I called this. I called this when it first came out. I was like, these are herpes monkeys. So they're getting colds, they got bumps, and they got pimples and all that stuff. See, we're messing around with it. We want to talk about China. What if we get airborne AIDS out of this, and we're blamed, and everybody's gonna hate us? You know how we Trump and our government was like, oh, this is all China, the Kung Flu. It's all that stuff. I hated when Trump used to say that. But could you imagine the type of smear campaign that if this big next pandemic started because of a bunch of lab monkeys got into an accident because some trucker probably was thinking more about the next truck stop and the lot lizard? There's going to be this one favorite lot lizard, and all the truckers want to be there first. You know how they always say the early bird gets the worm? Well, the early trucker gets the top of the line coup d'etat of when it comes. I know coup d'etat. I completely butchered the use of that word, but the first trucker there gets the best lot lizard. Everybody, like, this lot lizard does everything. And then you are thinking about getting to that number one lot lizard, and you're the reason, because you were thinking about getting some ass, that you let 4 medical test monkeys out there, and it starts the next pandemic. Yeah, dude, it would be one of the worst promotional, like, publicity mishaps that you could ever think about if something like that ended up happening. Fauci. I'm starting to not believe any of them. It's bull crap. And I also really don't agree with Ron DeSantis that much, but I got to have his back on this one. I think it's ridiculous that they're getting rid of the monoclonal antibodies and all that good stuff. I got that the day after I was infected, and I tested positive for the coronavirus. I ended up getting the monoclonal, And I got to tell you, within 24 hours, I wasn't 100%. I was about in between 60 and 70. So we'll say 65. And it helped me. And now the FDA is coming out, and you know that because I think Florida was one of the biggest states that was using it. And, Biden, he's already punching down, going after Ron DeSantis. DeSantis is just poking Biden like it's a radio war, like Biden's the new man on the market. And then what ends up happening is they keep going about it. So, yeah, the monoclonal stuff, it really, really helped me out. And then Dr. Dan Diaco, no worries, Mark. Dr. Dan Diaco, he prescribed the hydroxychloroquine. I was on that. And I got prescribed the ivermectin, which everybody's going to say, oh, it's a horse dewormer. Yeah, it is. It is. But there is also a human form of the pill that you can get. I got my ivermectin from Walgreens. Guess what they don't give away at Walgreens? They do not give out pharmaceuticals that are meant for animals. It's just not happening. And I'll agree with you. I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, man, Rogan and all these people are taking horse dewormer. Man, they're crazy. This hydroxychloroquine doesn't mean anything. This monoclonal, guess what? All three of them helped me out. And I usually call it both ways. If I have talked so much trash about Trump, DeSantis, I've talked trash about Biden, I've talked about a lot of stuff. What up, Nelly Mandingo, coming to a 10? Are you guys going to let Nelly Mandingo be the only guy that's going to throw some cash my way? Yeah, I did just pick my nose. Sorry. But, yeah, I call it how I see it. I also didn't like Trump. You know what I liked about Trump? Trump made it possible that if you were on your deathbed and the doctors came to you and said, hey, if we don't do something outside the box, you're going to die. Trump made it possible that you could take experimental drugs if it would help save your life. If there was a chance to save your life. And if I'm just being honest, I think that if somebody wants to take that chance and they'll sign any paperwork that's going to keep people from getting sued, then it's a good thing. Because if it works, you get great research studies. And if it doesn't work, you still get great research studies. So it's a win-win. Why wouldn't we want to let people take drugs that haven't been tested if they sign a piece of paper saying, I'm not going to sue any of you? And what ended up happening is that there were some people that survived and it helped, but there were people that died. And like I said, great studies, great studies. Alive, great studies. Dead, even better studies, because we can figure out where we messed up. And I think that's a great thing. So I'm not one of those guys that's not going to give the opposite side any credit. And I give both sides. They're all crooked. So, all right, I'm getting off of politics. I don't know. So what do you think? I took some pictures. I know it looked weird. With the Apple Watch now, I can actually take it. I can set it for like a 3-second little delay. I can get all like posed up. I always feel like this side is better. What do you think? That side or this side? What do you like? Well, light is there. This side? I always think my right side is better. I don't know. One of these days, and I know a lot of people will clown me for it, but I've been working out. I've been trying to get healthy and stuff. I'm thinking about working out really, really hard before one of the live streams. Come in straight up with a banana hammock on or a Speedo, oiled down, so you guys can see the progress. You guys can see the progress. The shoulders are getting way better. And like I said, I'm not trying to be vain. I've been working my ass off because it makes me feel better. I release endorphins and all that stuff. So, yeah. If you want to call me vain, guess what? Then I'm vain. I've been working my ass off. I used to be addicted to alcohol, but guess what? I'm addicted to working out and eating healthy. So, yeah, I just think it would be funny. Even though look, you guys could all clown me. You could clown me all you want to. It's not going to bother me as long as you think it's entertaining and you guys get a laugh out of me posing down all ripped because I'm going to. I'm going to cut off all my water intake so I'm a little dehydrated so the skin kind of like gets closer to the muscles and stuff. I'm going to pump it up. I'm going to work all muscle groups. I'm even going to go quads because I do squats and all that stuff. And I'm going to pose down. Pose down. I'm sure, like I said, I know that I'm going to get clowned for it, but I'm going to do it anyways. I don't know when. It's got to be a good week where I've had a good week's worth of workouts. And then maybe like on a Friday, I hit all muscle groups back to back to back to back until fatigue. Then oil down. Matter of fact, I might go to the tanning salon a couple of days because, tan skin looks better. Looks better than pale fat. So I'm going to work that out. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. But before I go, check out my very, very good friend and very, very important sponsor. What you need to do is go to ianhannahomes.com. My good friend Ian Hanna, if you're in a market to buy or sell a home in the Flagler, Volusia, Brevard areas, or you know somebody, you got a friend, family, co-worker, Nellie, man, Nellie, you own me tonight. I'm a whore. You're a John. You just picked me up. And I'm doing all that stuff for 20. But go to Ian Hanna, ianhannahomes.com. He helped my mom buy her new place, saved my mom quite a bit of money, helped her out through the whole process. So go check out ianhannahomes.com. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Hope you guys stay safe, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I know that was cheesy.